Greetings and welcome to my channel. My name is Abagnatius and let's watch me play some Captain of Industry. There is a huge issue here. Well, not that. I just finished one of the tutorials, but I have too little material coming through the system. As you can see, as promised, this is the steel production facility, fully hooked up into the storages and into the conveyor. Which is this one? But this is concrete, of course. Which is this one? The problem is we don't have enough raw materials coming through. As you can see here, it's beginning to show. And in this episode I'm going to make construction parts 3 so that I can start upgrading the conveyors. Let me go back just a little bit. And a little bit more and a little bit more. Then speed this up a little bit. Come on. I'm trying to find come on. Here. I'm trying to find this. As we can see here, these are not smoking, which means that they are not producing any power. As you can see here, this conveyor is empty and these are not burning. That means that I don't have enough coal coming through, and that's the issue. The conveyor lines, again for the raw materials, are just not big enough, not fast enough. They do not bring enough materials per minute. I usually don't care about efficiency. If it takes a little bit longer for things to be made, I have no issue with that. Then I'll just wait a little bit longer. I mean, I have at numerous times let the game run and had dinner, for example, right next to it. So that's no issue to me. Here, by the way, this is the production of construction parts 3, or will be. Starting with construction parts 1, which will feed all their stuff into this balancer by these conveyors. With the idea being that all excess materials which are not going to be used to make construction parts 2 and subsequently construction parts 3, and here I was disturbed by the fact that I was feeding the wrong port. I usually feed the right one. Any excess construction parts 1 will be stored here. At first that meant that nothing was going to be stored because all the construction parts 1 were going to be needed, but at the point I am now, which is I think 2 hours later, 1 or 2 dinners of the variety which I have just described have happened in the meantime. Here I was wondering why will it not connect, and I understood yes, I was using the wrong connector. And in the meantime, right now, again 1 or 2 hours later, or 2 or 3 hours later even, this is full. Okay. Here I'm just making the input ports. I built everything first, and all the materials to come in, I connected that as the last step. Also, these construction parts here, sorry for that, these construction parts here are being made not with bricks but with concrete. These are going to be construction parts 2, and they will have only 2 inputs. One is construction parts 1, and the other one I believe is electronics. This is the construction parts 1 conveyor, and the electronics conveyor is going to be one level higher. Okay. And then I need, of course, the same storage setup as I have for construction parts 1. Again, to store all the excess and bring everything needed to the production of construction parts 3. Here at first I built them a little bit at the wrong position, and then I understood something's wrong here. The distances don't add up. Here I just used this to get the grid back on, and then I understood that these were, let me pause this, the construction plus 1 were not built on this line but a little bit offset, so these needed to shift down a little bit. I could actually have just copy pasted them, but this works too. Okay, then I made the inputs, which for construction parts 3 are of course construction parts 2 and steel. That's the construction parts 2, and that's gonna be the steel. Here I debated with myself whether to use storages 1 or 2 to store the construction parts 3 in the final space. I used once at this point in time. I can say it isn't much of a it isn't much of a spoiler. I have upgraded these in the meantime. Then of course I needed to set everything. Okay. And now comes the part where I connect everything into the main line. I am going to speed this up a little bit. Oh, this is funny. Here I understood that I made a bit of a mistake with this line. I prepared it, I built it, it's all ready, and then, well, I forgot about it. plain and simple. When I made the steel line, this I think was originally intended for steel, and when I made the steel, I had forgotten about it and made a new steel line. So this is now empty and unused. And then I thought to myself, okay, F it, things happen, and it is what it is. So let me speed this up a little bit. This is iron, and now I need steel, of course, no, this was concrete. Now I need iron, and same thing. This conveyor line is exactly the same thing as the other one. I had built it, I had prepared it, all nice and well, and then I had completely forgotten about it. So this is an empty one too. At this point I was laughing while I was playing this. This is so typical for me. Yes. Let me speed this up again. What do I need? Wood, of course. Okay, that's the first 3 connections. Then I need the connection of electronics. And finally the connection of steel. And now the entire construction parts 3 factory is fully connected, or rather would be if it were built. And here I'm running into the same issue again. Construction parts 2 are out. Let me jump. Let me do a couple of jumps. Here we can see construction parts 1 production is going. Parts 2 production is about to start. And the same goes for 3. And we're storing the first construction parts 3. Perfection. Now I was looking at the problem, of course, the aforementioned problem of the conveyors not bringing enough stuff. I was also running into an iron problem. As we can see here, there's very little iron on this conveyor, which of course is very much unoptimal. But of course that can be solved by increasing the iron the iron conveyor, but I will. I have in the meantime made more iron production, and here I started upgrading. As I already have 26 construction parts 3 stored, I started upgrading the coal line to get more coal into the system, because that's the most important and most lacking part. Let me do a couple of jumps here. Here I was trying to click on this little bit, a very small section in between, but I was unable to click on it because of hitboxes. And here finally I was able to click on it, so I could upgrade it. And more upgrades. We can see things are now upgraded, and way more coal is coming through. Also, it's already empty again, because the storage container is empty, and now, of course, the delivery line needs to be upgraded. Including, of course, the whole thing with around the coal mine itself. Here I understood I don't have enough capacity, not nearly enough capacity, to make coal, or rather to mine coal. Here I checked on the conveyor if everything's properly upgraded, and it is, which is fantastic, but if not enough coal. Also, the boilers have coal again, so the proper power plant is making energy again. Okay. Let me jump a little bit. Here I was looking into researching bigger vehicles, large vehicles, right here. And here I saw, whoopsie daisy, they need glass. So, before I can make bigger vehicles, yes, whoopsie daisy, I will need to make glass. I also decided, let's just research these things right now to have that research ready when I can use it. Which also means that I needed to find a way around the issue. Here I understood I don't have enough iron to just build more excavators, even though, as you can see up here, I have the room for more vehicles. So I started stealing excavators from everywhere else. There's also the dirt mine, which doesn't need that many excavators. That's two more here already, which is fantastic. Then I thought to myself, there are these mines up there, to our north, I wanted to say, which isn't exactly right. Up there, which are mining gold and all of that. Those are not really needed. So I thought that later, it seems. Also, of course, I was very low on iron as well as iron ore. So first I upgraded the iron conveyors. And upgrading the main conveyor is actually is sufficient. As you can see, clickety click. I forgot to upgrade these bits here that actually do bring the iron ore to the customers. but that's no issue. I do need to upgrade this. Okay, let me do a little bit of jumping. I was checking. Yes, jump. 4 excavators working here. Still not enough coal coming through. The upgrades are going for iron. Okay, yes, that's the other end. Okay. Okay. That means that the other stuff which I just mentioned and the increased iron production are all going to come in a later episode. Probably the next one actually, if I recall correctly. But we can see the new production is going, and it's just a matter of time. So until then, until next time, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, know the drill if you so choose, and I'll see you in the next one. This sentence is so automatic by now that I didn't even realize that I repeated the next one thing. So, thank you. Goodbye.